Mr. Jeff Richardson from the Community Development and Social Action end of St. Stephen's Community House. There you are, sir.
Good morning, councillors. Thank you for hearing our deputation today. I'm part of a group called the Member Advocacy Committee, and we're all participants in a corner drop-in at the St. Stephen's Community House, which is in Kensington Market. Our social action group has been active on issues such as increasing the number of shelter beds, not decreasing, which is currently happening, building new affordable housing, and reducing the transit fares for low-income people who ride the TTC. Today, we're here to speak in support of an interim poverty reduction strategy for the City of Toronto. We urge you to listen to the many people with lived experience of poverty and on poverty reduction strategy. The needs outlined in this report are important, and if they are properly funded, we will see better outcomes for the many people who use our drop-in center currently. Many people who use our drop-in have no housing or live in very poor housing with very high rent. We want to see funding and financial incentives to help get new affordable housing built, create more shelter beds, reduce TTC fares for low-income riders, and provide a living wage for the city staff and those who do business within our city. We're concerned about calls to reduce city department budgets by 2% across the board. These cuts would increase poverty in our city, and the result with higher costs in the long run. Expensive emergency services will be used more heavily and will not solve the underlying issues that contribute to poverty. We also ask that you listen to our important new report from the Fair Fare Coalition. That's about the TTC. We back the request that the city provide free TTC to people on social assistance, as well as $50 Metro Pass and $1 fare for low-income workers, such as they do in places like Australia, which are more progressive currently. We want you to examine the requirements for city jobs. Some degree requirements are too strict and will create barriers to employment for people with less formal education, such as yourselves. We want you to commit to a strong job creation strategy to strengthen our local economy in Toronto. Our group holds a lot of experience based on our lived experience of poverty, and we want to ensure that going forward you consult with and report back regularly to groups like ours. It's important that we have measures in place to show how we're doing as a city to combat poverty. We need to know how the city is doing with this strategy at regular intervals. The city has shown strong interest in this plan, and we urge you to sign on. We also need councillors to agree to participate, to put dollars behind these needs in the 2016 budget and in future city budgets. If the city government can put in place financial commitments to reduce poverty, this will send a strong message to the federal government and senior levels of government going forward. I thank you very much.
Thank you very much, sir. Are there any questions of Mr. Richardson? Well, thank you very much for being here and for your message.